Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the bad ending for Pokemon Rejuvenation, and once I'm done going through this cutscene, I'm going to be giving you guys an explanation on everything that I've done in order to get the bad ending. So yeah, ever since I've heard that this was a thing, I've been wanting to pretty much speed run one game file of Rejuvenation in order to get the bad ending, and I gotta say, it is so cool seeing this in person. I've seen, I think, one video of this, but it is so different seeing it in person. It's just so cool, and I'm very thankful and glad that I did everything correct in order to get this, so very happy. So I guess with that out of the way, let's go through this. Greetings. Welcome to our secret but humble abode, Alon. You may be wondering why we're out of our imprisonment. We found a way out through you. Before I continue, I must add that anything that goes on here is completely hidden from anyone but the three of us. That's right, not even the puppet master can reach us in this place. A place in between. Now, on to business. Alon, we've been logging your information and we believe there's something different about you. Taking all of your deeds and lack thereof into account, we made the risky move to contact you here. Just what is your goal in this world? Clearly, it isn't to save it. If so, you're doing a pretty bad job. The Interceptor is given the privilege to choose between prosperity or destruction, and with the data that we have on hand, we believe you're going down the path of destruction. If this is the case, then we have a proposition for you. Clear and I fight for oblivion. If your path is destruction, then we are not enemies. That is what we believe. We are formally offering you a spot on our team. However, this is a choice. If you decline our proposition, it will make no difference to us. But if you choose oblivion, know that you are fighting for a world with no future. This offer is invalid if it is forced upon you. The Interceptor, the wild card. It is up to you. It is up to them to decide. It is up to you. If you understand that, then it's time to decide. Oh, dude, it is so cool seeing this in person. Warning. Fighting for oblivion means that there will be no future. Knowing this, will you still fight for oblivion? You will be locked into this. Excellent. We made the right choice to confront you on this matter. Now that you're one of us, we have no chance of losing. Alon, for now, go on about your life as if this interaction never happened. When the time comes when we need you to act, we will give you the signal. Do you understand? Good. We'll drop you off where you started so that there are no disciplinaries. Until that time, Alon, this is farewell. Man, I gotta say, like, I'm very thankful and very glad that the Rejuvenation developers decided to do that, because, again, like, it is up to the Interceptor to either allow the world to prosper or let it lead to its destruction. It's pretty much up to us, and I really am thankful and glad that they decided to give us the option to go for either or. So yeah. Anyways, before I go on a long tangent, because I can do that forever with the bad ending, I think it's such a cool thing. Let me go through everything that I've done in order to get the bad ending. Now, I just want to say this real quick. again, this is everything that I've done. Hopefully this works out for you, and if not, I'm sorry. Unless something like bugs with your game or anything like that, I don't know why this wouldn't work for you, so yeah, but again, this is everything that I've done, and clearly it has worked for me. So yeah. So I'm gonna go in order through all of the points. I'm sorry, not all of the points. I'm gonna go in order on each event that is needed in order to get the bad ending. So I'm gonna go from the first thing you can do to the last thing that you can do. Now the first thing I'm gonna go over is everything that gives you the majority of the points. If you do all of these things correct, you will end up with 85 points. You need a total of 100 points. So that is why it is very vital through the list that I'm about to go through that you do every single one. I will go over karma points and friendship points after I go through this. So the first thing that you can do is not save Amber. That will give you 10 points for the bad ending. So the whole not saving Amber thing starts when you walk into Valor Mountain, and it is the first time you meet Kieran. Kieran is going to bring up to you that you can go save Amber if you want to. If not, you can pretty much just abandon her. You're going to pretty much want to leave her behind. Do not battle the Kyogre. Do not do all of that. Skip it. A few indicators that tell you that you got it right is once you get to the top of the mountain, Venom is going to ask you about Amber. She's pretty much going to say, you haven't seen Amber, this isn't looking good, something of the sort, and then continue on. The second indicator that you got it right is once you get to Tesla's house, before you talk to Crescent, you can talk to Amber, and she will pretty much say, thanks for saving me, not, since again, you did not save her. So yeah. Now also, the reason I'm going through some of these indicators for you guys is simply because I personally don't use debug mods for Rejuve. You can use one to either, I guess, add in or cheat in the right amount to get the bad ending, or you can use that as an indicator to know what, I don't know what I'm saying. Whether you want to know, I guess, how do I want to say it? How many points you do have total. I think you can use a debug to check that. I'm not sure if you can, but I think you can. I personally, again, don't use debugs. Not that they're bad or anything like that. It's just, I rather play through the game like legit, you know, so that's why I'm giving you guys the indicators to let you know that. That's how you know if you got it correct if you don't use debug. Alright, enough of me being stupid, sorry. The next thing that you can do is not save Garbador. And again, like I said earlier, I'm going to go in order on everything you can do within the story in order, from first to last. So next up is not save Garbador. Now, you can still go for the weird diary to change some future events, but you still cannot show Malia the weird diary to save the Garbador. You're gonna have to fight with Malia in order to pretty much kill the Garbador and save West Giron City. Now, once you take out the Garbador, the indicator that you got it correct is you are gonna be playing some games with Eric. Amber's gonna be in the room as well, but there's gonna be a second room as the cutscene's going through that Malia is crying, and Venom is there to pretty much cheer her up and I guess comfort her and all of that. So that's how you know you got that correct, and that gives you 10 points. The next thing you can do is Florence death. Now, you won't know or see the cutscene for Florence death for quite a while, but it is the next thing that you can do. So the first thing that is required is going with Flora down a dark Lakewood forest. There's going to be a scene where, again, or not really again, but you're going to get to a scene where you fall through the hole, you fall into the cave, talk to Aaron. Aaron's going to bring up, hey, Mute, who do you want to go with? Go with Flora. You're going to want to travel the cave with Flora. Once you get to the one room, you're going to want to pretty much call her out for being a part of Blade Star, and she'll talk to you, blah blah blah. go through all of that. But once you get out of the cave, expose her in front of Aaron and Florin. She'll get arrested and all of that is going to go well. The next thing I believe that happens is the Cassandra cutscene. When you get into the one room with Cassandra and Aaron, and I think Florin is there as well, there is a choice whether to keep quiet or tell Cassandra everything. You're going to want to tell Cassandra everything. Aaron is going to kind of cut you off, but that is pretty much what is required to get Florin killed. So yeah, the next cutscene that's going to happen is the court cutscene. Flora's pretty much going to do the same thing as before, but the difference is she's pretty much going to lie and tell the judge that Florin is a co-boss of Bladestar. And with that, Florin is going to get arrested, and that is how you know you got it right. And another way to tell that you got it right is there's going to be a really weird cutscene thing with Flora, with her with like red eyes and all that, getting all mad or whatever. That's how you also know that you got it right. And if you do all that correct, later within the game there's going to be a cutscene. I forgot when it happens, but it's going to be later. Florin is going to be tied up in a room, and there's going to be 3 Sableye surrounding him. That is pretty much his execution. If you got that cutscene, you got it right, and you got 20 points towards the bad ending. Sorry. The next thing that comes up within the story is the Doom timeline. There's going to come a cutscene where you're either going to try to escape with the time diamond or hand over the time diamond. I chose to try to escape. I read a few articles that some people got soft locked, or it kind of like bugged their game and they did not get the 10 points. I don't know if that is true or not, so just to be on the safe side, I went with try to escape. You do get 5 points for that, so yeah, just click try to escape. An indicator to let you know that you got it right is pretty much everything that got obliterated by the Veltal is pretty much gone, or I worded that weird. Amber and all of them, they're going to be pretty much dead. Tesla's going to get killed by Melanie, and the only survivors are going to be you, Madam X, and Malia. Now of course there's still a cutscene where they're still, I guess, alive, but like I said earlier, you'll know that you got it right if everybody in the room is pretty much gone besides you, Madam X, and Malia. Also, another indicator is Madam X at the end kind of pretty much says that the Interceptor kind of like failed to do their job, so that's another thing as well. Okay, so next up is Karen and Karina's death. This one is a little tricky, but it's not too bad. So in order to get Karina and Karen's death, you must do all 3 of the hidden library side quest. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Again, 1, 2, and 3. You're pretty much going to start up the Karen side quest. If you don't know how to do that, I do have a video on the channel of me going through that side quest if you need to use that as a reference. So yeah, the earliest that you can do this side quest is, and this is when I did it, is once you get dropped off by Nastasia on the airship. She gives you the transmitters, and Ren and Alita kind of like go forward within Zone 0. You are able to fly back to Sashila Village and pretty much go all the way back to Alamissa Urban. You're gonna see Karen on the ground, knocked out, take her back to the hotel, and pretty much go through all of that. So once you get to the castle area, you're gonna get into a cutscene once you get some of the puzzles out of the way and some of the Team AA grunts out of the way. There's gonna be a fight between Karina and Karen. They're gonna go back and forth. Once you go through the castle again and kind of like find them again, you're gonna have to fight Karina and beat her. Once you beat her, Karina and Karen kind of go on a talk, and at some given point, Karina says the right words to allow Karen to let her guard down. Karina's gonna pull out a knife, and you're gonna have the option to either intervene or not intervene. You are going to want to not intervene. Let Karina kill Karen, and there you go. A indicator that you're gonna know that you got it right is Karina's gonna pretty much say, "You could have easily intervened, but you didn't. Thank you." And that's pretty much how you get Karen's death. Now, there's going to be a cutscene after all of that Karina pushes Karen into the void. There's going to come a cutscene, or sorry, not a cutscene, a choice that you're going to be able to push Karina into the void as well. You're going to want to push her to her death as well. With that, you will get 20 points. So Karen's death is plus 10, Karina is plus 20. And the final thing that is required is not saving the Hippowdon. Again, same with the Malia thing and the Garbador, you're going to do the same thing with the Hippowdon, or more specifically, the Rift Hippowdon. You're going to get into a cutscene with Ren and Alita. You're going to be given the choice to show the weird diary. Again, do not show the diary. You're pretty much going to have to kill off the Hippowdon. So yeah. But if you did all of that correct, you should have 85 points towards the bad ending. And at that point, you're pretty much at the finish line. So I want to summarize everything again to just go through it in order. You're going to want to do not saving Amber first, not saving Garbador second, Florin's death is third, try to escape from the doomed timeline is fourth, Karen's death and Karina's death is fifth, and not saving Hippowdon is the sixth thing. That is everything in order that you could do within the story from start to finish. So yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said 6 things, it's actually 7. Not saving Amber is 1, not saving Garb is 2, Florin is 3, try to escape is 4, Karen is 5, Karina is 6, not saving Hippowdon is 7. Oh wait, no, I realized what I did. I counted Karina and Karen as 1. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry for being stupid. Next thing, karma points. Before I get into the karma points, friendship points. Just in case if anybody wants to know this, you do not need to be a rude person in order to get the bad ending. You can answer everything to go for max friendship. You are fine to do so. It does not affect anything. Through this game, I answered everything for the maximum friendship for each character. I did not need to do anything to get minus points with any of the characters. So yeah, I went for max happiness and it worked out for me. Alright, so the next thing is karma points. There are 9 things total that I did. Now, if you do if you do 0 to 10, if you get 0 to 10 karma points, you will get plus 25 points added to the bad ending. So yeah, I kept it at 9 so I don't go over 10. And also, just to give you guys this piece of advice as well, you get minus 5 points if you kill Karina, or sorry, if you kill off Karen. So keep that in mind. In total, you should have 4 karma points, but again, as long as you have 10 or less, you should have plus 25, and that should give you a total of 110 points, and that should be enough to get you the bad ending since you only need 100. I normally like to go a little bit over 100 just in case, but I believe if you get 100 points, you should be good. Anyways, let me summarize the karma points real quick on everything that I did in order. The first thing for 1 karma point is beat the thug. Now I believe that is the guy that guards the bridge that wants you to pay him and all of that. You have to kind of beat him in order to get to Goldenwood Forest. So yeah. Beat him, get the point, there you go. Next up is beat the Gyarados. That's pretty much the scene where you battle Zeta, beat him, and he pretty much pushes you into the Gyarados. Beat the Gyarados to get a point, there you go. Do not do the second Gyarados battle, just the first one. The second one, do not do it. And again, just I guess just do everything that I do and you should be fine. I just want to say that again. Alright, sorry for being dumb. Next up is Save Starly. Unfortunately for Eastern City, in order to do any other of the side quests, you must do the Save Starly first. So get that out of the way. Do the Hidden Library 1 in Eastern City. And again, you have to do the library in order to get Karen and Karina's death. The next thing is in Sheridan Village is Hidden Library number 2. Do the second one. The next thing I did to get the next point is I clicked "Are you okay?" to the eldest. You don't need to do that, I just decided to do that because I wanted to. The next thing that I did is beat Madam X. With most of my games I like to beat her within Rejuvenation, so yeah, again it is optional, but that is what I did. Next up is Hidden Library 3. That is in... No wait, I skipped one I think. Sorry about that, I did skip one. Before Hidden Library 3, I decided to click Keep It with the scene with Syrah and the Groudon and the Magma Stone thing. I decided to do Keep It for the eldest and all of that, so yeah. Now the next thing is the Hidden Library 3. Go through all of that and you should have, I believe, a total of, I think, since I forgot about Keep It, I think the total should still be 9. If not, it's gonna be 10. But again, since in the future you're gonna get Karen killed, you're gonna have -5, so you should be under 10, and that'll give you plus 25 points for the bad ending. And with that, that is 25 points plus 85, that is 110, and that is pretty much how I got the bad ending. So I guess with that, I will end the video off here. Sorry for this being longer than expected. Also, I forgot if I said this earlier, I am well aware that I think there are a few other videos that do explain the bad ending and all of that. I don't know, it's just that I played Rejuvenation a lot on the channel, as some of you can probably tell, and I just wanted to do my own video on this to explain everything that I've done personally. So yeah, and again, I did not use debug. I never really used debug mods for Rejuvenation. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I mean, with Reborn, and honestly the only game that I've ever really used it was Reborn. But as I've said before, I've beaten that game multiple times, that, you know, I just want to have the luxury of having that, since training takes forever within that game. But with Rejuvenation, I don't ever really plan to use debug. So yeah. But I guess with that out of the way, hopefully if you do decide to use this video, hopefully this may help you. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help out. So yeah, again, thanks so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and Jane, Zumi, the rest of the team, I love you guys for this is great, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Alright, enough of me being cringe as usual. I love you guys, thanks so much for almost 300 subscribers, we are very, very close to that, so pretty much, or I very, very pretty much appreciate it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry. I'm very excited for this. I love you guys. Good morning.